So, so first off, I'm gonna go with three. Prodigy Wakashi. They have special abilities. Placing one in the pendulum zone. How you doing?
Pretty good, man.
I'm doing great.
Is this recording here?
Yeah, yeah. No, it's actually I still with light.
Well, yeah, barely, dude.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah. Right now. I had 3 Prodigy Wakashi, 2 copies of Superheavy Samurai Big K, really good ability. 1 Superheavy Samurai Ben K. 1 Super Giga Gloves.
Yeah, man, how they feel, man?
Yeah. Next, I have 3 Superheavy Samurai Motorbike, which is a really good card to have in your hand because since this card has ability, if you have no spell or trap cards in your graveyard, you can discard this card and then add 1 Superheavy Samurai monster from your deck to your hand, and you can only use this effect once per turn. Once per turn, you can target a 1 machine monster, increase its level by 2. So if it's on the field, I can activate its other effect. I can target a machine monster, even if it doesn't say which one it is, I could just increase it by 2, making it level 4, or just increasing any monster by increasing its level by 2. Next, I have, 3 Superheavy Samurai Mech Soul Gia Booster, and this actually really is a good extender to the deck because since I can target a Superheavy Samurai monster I control, equip with this card in my hand to special summon it. Well, equip it to the monster, and the equipped monster will become a tuner monster. And since I have no spell or trap cards in the graveyard, and the card is equipped to the monster by this card effect, I can special summon the equipped card. So, like, you can just have Superheavy Samurai Motorbike, and then you equip it, or any Superheavy Samurai monster. Let's say, for example, this monster, for example, and then if I equip to it, the monster will be treated as a tuner monster. And since it was equipped by this effect, it can be special summoned to the field as a monster. So it's like a really good extender. Next, I have two Superheavy Samurai Scales. This card can only be special summoned as long as if your opponent has 2 or more monsters and I control none. But even if it's like normal, if I normal or special summon it, it can allow me to target a level and then summon it in defense position. I also have 2 Superheavy Samurai Security, just for adding back the pendulum monsters that are in my extra deck, and then I can add them to my hand, but I can only use it when I feel like it, but it's just Superheavy Samurai. Alright. Next, I have 2 Stealthy, just for as long as if I have no spell or trap cards in my graveyard, I'm allowed to special summon this card from my hand. But once per turn this way, if I have no spell or trap cards in the graveyard, quick effect, I contribute this card, then I can target a spell or trap in the opponent's graveyard and set it to the field. But it gets banished when it leaves the field. So I could just target like tribute this, then I could target like an imperm or any other spell or trap, and I can set it down on my field and use it against it. I'm using his, and then once I use it, it doesn't go to the graveyard, it gets banished. So it's good if something like that happens. 3 copies of Superheavy Samurai Wagon. Wagon is good because since when this card is normal or special summon, I can change its battle position. So I can just change it into defense mode, and then it has a special ability. Since if I have no spell or trap cards, I can change this face up defense position call to attack position, and then once I do, I can add a Superheavy Samurai Soul monster from my deck to my hand. And next I have Big Boraji. I just only use that for a special summon. And it can count, and this card, if I have no spell or trap cards in my graveyard, I'm going to special summon this card. After this card is special summon, I cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except Super Samurai monsters. So it's kind of like a big lock, but since all my monsters are Super Heavy Samurai, there won't be a problem. Then it can be treated as 2 tributes for a tribute summon of a machine type monster. So, and then I have, I have 3 Soul Peacemaker. They're known as equip spells. They can become equip spells. Target 1 Superheavy Samurai, equip it on my monster from your hand or your side of the field to that target. And this kind of like piercing damage around it, but like piercing damage. I mean, like I think there's a lot of cards I have to go for, but that's a lot. Next, I have one Super Heavy Samurai Soul Suit, Super Heavy Samurai Horns. Really good because when equipped to this monster, he can make a second attack. Um, Gauntlet. Gauntlet is just only there for like even though it gains 400 attack points, but I like it during the battle phase. If this card's in my hand, you can send this card from my hand to the graveyard, and then the battling monster defense points become double its original until the end of the turn. So if it's during the battle phase, if this card's in my hand, I get to send it to the graveyard, target a Super Heavy Samurai on my field, and it gains double. His defense points are double. Soul Peacemaker is also there too, just so there. I have one Super Heavy Samurai Battle Ball and one Super Heavy Samurai Flutist. Next, I have, there's still a lot more to go for, but I still have 2 copies of the Soul Beads, one Super Heavy Samurai Coral, and then I think that's it. Okay. And now for my monsters, I have three effect veilers, since just to stop anything. 3 Ash, 1 Ogre, and I have 1 Kaiju and 1 Pankratops. That's for additional summoning, and you know. This deck can only rely on if as long as I have no spell or trap cards in my graveyard, so it's not going to be a big problem. Next, we're going to go up with the extra deck. I know this is a little bit tricky, but so I got 2 copies of the Super Heavy Samurai Brave Matsurahu, 1 Ninja Shard Toby, 1 Steam Train King, 2 Stealth Ninja. I have 3 Commander, 2 Muatsi, 2 Shinobi, and 2 Susanoo. And with that, that's basically my deck profile, my Super Heavy Samurai deck. I just want to say thank you so much for enjoying this video and showcasing my deck profile. I mean, I'll probably get to see you soon, and Dave Arzate out.